Okay, number 27 says to solve each proportion using any method. And you can see in these problems for this whole section that we're dealing with like algebraic expressions with multiple terms uh, in at least one part of one of the fractions, which means that we're going to not be able to just use the picnic table method, as some people say, which is um, you know, this times this divided by this equals this, because then what does that mean, right? So you can see that this is why I suggest that we practice proper method, because things like this don't actually, the picnic table method doesn't work for proportions where you have algebraic expressions in part of the fraction. So we're going to, let's say, multiply this times this equals this times this, and we will get 4 times b plus 4 equals 5 times 7. And here you can see that this is going to be one of those situations where if you don't know the distributive property, you're going to have a hard time. We've gone over this many, many times. Everything that's inside, every different term, this is a term, this is a term, we know that they're different terms because it's separated by a plus or a minus. Addition and subtraction separates terms. So when we distribute through, we are going to get 4 times b, or 4b, plus 4 times 4, or 16, equals 35. And then we're going to follow the steps for undoing order of operations. The last thing that happened, plus 16, will be the first thing that we undo with its inverse. So we now are left with 4b equals 35 minus 16 is 19. If you need to do the subtraction over on the side, you can do that. And now we've got 4b equals 19. We need to divide both sides by the coefficient, and we get b equals. Now I'm going to, over here, I'm going to put 19 divided by 4. Actually, let me do it down here a little bit lower. Sorry. 19 divided by 4, and oops, 4 goes into 19 4 times. That's 16, and we've got 3 remaining. I just want to check in the answer section to see how they're giving the answers, and they're giving it as a decimal, so I'll show you how to do that. Add the decimal and add a 0 and bring it down. Sorry, that's bring it down, and we have 4 goes into 30 7 times. 4 times 7 is 28. And we're left with the remainder 2. We're going to annex another 0. When you're dividing by powers of 2, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, etc., you can always get you can always work it all the way out until the very end and get a decimal that ends or terminates. So adding another 0 and bringing it down, we now 4 goes into 25 times. 4 times 5 is 20, and as you can see, we are now at 0, and there's no more numbers to bring down because we're after the decimal. So we've got b equals 4.75, and solid answer, we're done.